Hello guys and welcome to the channel. I am Marv. This is Readings by Marvelous Madame THRU. It's going to be your weekly energy reading, carrying you through the energy of October 15th through the 22nd for the beautiful sign of Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aqua, everything you need is below in the description box for you and your collective. Let's get started. A lot of astrology going on. You know, my readings are blended with astrology. If that's not your thing, then I apologize. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so far you have a lot of major arcana movement just in the gate. Sorry for the banging. All right, we got a couple of different things that I want to go through really quickly before we get into these cards. We had Juno entering in Virgo on 10/17. We had Mercury making its way into Scorpio on 10/22. That happened this particular week. We also experienced a Mercury Cazimi square Pluto between the dates of the 18th through the 21st. And for you as an Aquarius sun and rising, the Cazimi happened in your 9th house and square Pluto in your 12th. That's your wisdom versus your house of your house of undoneness, or where your shadow side lives. So that was probably very tough for you. The other interesting aspect about this week is the fact that it's sitting midpoint between two eclipses, and both of them are taking place on the weekend. So on the 14th, we had one when this should be our reprieve. It doesn't end that way. And then once we get through this week, we immediately go into Scorpio season and end that week with an eclipse. So that is what I am seeing. But let's go ahead and get started for you. The Magician, the World, and the Queen of Cups. So I'm just going to let you know right now, there is infinite potential with this Magician card. You have everything that you need to manifest what you want, Aquarius. Now, remember, this is the stars align when he is number one. He is resourceful. He has everything he needs at his disposal. All of the tools, wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. He symbolizes everything in saying as above, so below. That infinity signal, the infinity symbol above his head says it all. Okay. So with that being said, you're being guided to remember that this is what you have. The Magician has access to infinite potential as denoted by that infinity sign. He is confident that he can bring what he wants to fruition because love and life is abundant for him. Do you feel the same way? Because what I see is that there are some cycles that came to completion in the heart place with this World card. The World is a beautiful card, but it is the completion. It is the card of completion. And that means that we have ended a cycle of achievement, fulfillment, belonging, and perfect harmony. So the wreath in this card, which is, I sometimes I go into symbolism, but the wreath in this card symbolizes success and infinity. The four figures around this particular card represent the elements: fire, water, air, and earth. And together they symbolize the perfect harmony in their respective energies. So this world, it reminds us that there is fulfillment at the end of a cycle. So you are coming out of a cycle where you're being reminded that you have all of the tools that you need, but did you use those tools? Because when I'm looking at a Queen of Cups, and this is probably going to resonate with you more if you have water in your chart. If you are, for example, a Aquarius sun with maybe a Cancer moon or rising, or you are a Cancer rising with an Aquarius sun or moon or something like that. Now, this card talks about compassion, warmth, kindness, and healing. Now, this particular queen is nurturing, deep, and compassionate, and this queen has all of that to offer. Now, she gets a bad rap because she trusts her intuition. Her emotions are deep. She looks at the cup deep in thought as depicted on this card, right? But at the same time, this card gets a bad rap because you can also hold things back in Cancer's shadow, all right? Where are we coming from? All right. So in the past, you rekindled something with someone. There's the Ace of Cups. However, top of the deck does show that there are three swords. So the reason I was feeling that is because I'm looking at this and you feel heartbroken. You feel like you were not able to fully go into the full potential of these energies. This queen is holding her cup back. She's looking at her cup deep in thought. You feel unfulfilled. You feel like somebody put you in the third party energy. And that could very well be true. Because there is a cycle that is completed in the heart, I do not feel like this is recent for some of you. I feel like this represents what you're still holding on to, and I need you to let this go. Okay? I know that fixed air has a tendency to do that, and I'm telling you that that is not a competition, but I am telling you that this completion energy in the heart means that this cycle has already ended. So the thing is why are you still holding on to this? It's reading that you have everything that you need, but I need for you to leave this energy where it is, okay? That is what I am asking you to do. And there is a lot of energy that remains, all right? So let's get into that. You love somebody deeply. You possibly wanted to start over with something or someone, and you're realizing right now that you got jerked around, and I apologize for that. If we look at the top of the deck underneath the Three of Swords, we see an Empress. And if it didn't even get worse, some of you guys, this third party energy produced another child. Or it's alleged. Maybe some of you guys know, maybe some of you don't. If this happened to you, whether it is past, present, or future, hopefully it's not future, but if this happens or if this has already happened, I need for you to go into deep healing and let this go. I know that it is easier said than done, okay? And if this is your situation, my heart goes out to you. This Cazimi did bring a lot of information, and it was a lot that we were just coming off of with that last eclipse. Let's go ahead and get into what remains, Aquarius, and that is the magician in the world. So we need to reflect upon the tools that we have. And I also, although the world is completing those cycles, I also feel like you should tap more into this magician so you can get to the next level in your healing, okay? So this will explain the reason why you're looking at your cup deep in thought. A lot of you guys are reevaluating and rethinking about the way you love and how you love. And don't beat yourself up about it. The only thing you could be is the best version of you. Like, share, and subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Everything you need is below in the description box for you and your collective. I'll see you next week, guys, when we do it again, highlighting the energy between the time frames of the 22nd through the 29th. Bye, guys.